Hey everyone, and welcome back to Zak Invest. I'm Zak, and today we're diving into a really special explainer on a massive, kind of hidden economic shift that's happening right beneath the surface of the global economy. Seriously, this shift is permanently separating the people who adapt from the ones who get left behind. We're talking about the AI wealth divide. My entire mission here is to simplify wealth creation for everyday people, and today we're going to break down exactly how you can leverage artificial intelligence to build a literal system for generational wealth so you are perfectly positioned to thrive in this brand new economy.
So, you might be wondering, why on earth is the wealth gap accelerating faster than ever before? Well, for decades, the rules of personal finance were honestly pretty simple. But right now, there's this tremendous financial anxiety building up. It kind of feels like running on a treadmill that just keeps speeding up, right? Look, most people think artificial intelligence is just this fun little tool to write emails or generate funny pictures of cats. But they are completely missing the point. AI isn't just a cool new piece of tech. It's actually the greatest wealth transfer mechanism in human history.
The old rules for the middle class were super straightforward. You worked hard, you saved a portion of your income, and you bought into the broader market, just crossing your fingers for that long-term compound growth. But man, that is just no longer enough. The new reality is that while the mainstream media sits around arguing about whether robots are going to take our jobs, the top 1% are quietly out-investing everyone else on the planet. How? By using AI to build empires and completely automate their cash flow.
All right, let's jump right into Section 1, the AI wealth divide and the asymmetry of modern markets. We need to start by getting real about the terrifying disadvantage everyday folks face right now if they refuse to adapt. Imagine the average retail investor just staring at a basic stock chart, hoping for the best. Meanwhile, Wall Street and these elite private equity firms are deploying advanced machine learning algorithms to read millions of data points, predict market shifts, and execute trades in literal milliseconds. If you're still analyzing stocks the way people did 10 years ago, you're basically bringing a knife to a gunfight. But hey, here is the absolute game changer. The exact same AI tools the elites are using are now totally accessible to everyone, often for free or just a couple bucks a month.
That brings us to Section 2, your AI institutional analyst. This is our first actionable pillar of wealth creation.
This is where you learn to do the work of a whole team of expensive professionals entirely by yourself. Picture this. Instead of hiring an expensive firm, you can now feed a 100-page financial report straight into an advanced language model. In seconds, you can ask it to flag hidden risks or spot cash flow anomalies. You know, those weird little irregularities in how money moves in and out of a business. This gives you an instant snapshot of an asset's financial health. You can even scan thousands of local real estate listings to sniff out off-market deals. By cross-referencing zoning laws and demographic shifts, you can predict which neighborhoods are going to gentrify next. You're no longer just some person with a laptop, you are literally a one-person institutional firm.
But here's the catch. The winners in this new economy aren't just putting in longer hours. Hard work alone? It just doesn't cut it anymore. The true winners are the ones who ask the best questions. It's called prompt engineering, knowing exactly how to command these algorithms to uncover hidden value. It is absolutely your ultimate market edge. It's this massive shift in money psychology where knowing what to ask is suddenly way more valuable than knowing how to do the manual labor yourself.
Let's keep it moving to Section 3, automated cash flow machines. This is the second pillar of wealth. Here, we're shifting our focus from investing capital you already have to actively generating monthly recurring revenue. I want you to think about the traditional everyday businesses right in your own community. We're talking plumbers, roofers, dental clinics, local law firms. These guys have incredibly steady, reliable local income. And let me tell you, they are absolutely desperate to modernize, but they completely lack the technical know-how to pull it off. This is your golden opportunity to step in as a wealth builder and solve that problem for them. Think about it. The old way of building a business was heavy. It required massive capital, hiring tons of employees, and dealing with just endless overhead. The new way relies entirely on AI automation. You can use no-code tools, meaning you literally don't need to know how to write a single line of programming, to build customer service chatbots, automated lead nurturing systems, and AI-driven scheduling assistants for those exact local businesses we just talked about. You build the system once, and it runs on autopilot. You are essentially creating and selling prime digital real estate. Zero overhead. I really want you to let that sink in for a second. When you set up these automated systems on a monthly retainer, you're generating recurring revenue with basically zero ongoing costs. This consistent cash flow is the secret engine you use to systematically fund your long-term investments. That's what allows compound growth to truly do its magic over time. It's exactly how you build an absolute fortress of wealth. Okay, moving right along to Section 4, the invisible infrastructure. This is our third and honestly, arguably the most important pillar for a long-term investment portfolio. We are going to look at the hidden backbone of the AI revolution, because everyone knows about the massive software companies making all the flashy headlines, right? But the real constraint, and therefore the massive opportunity for us, is physical infrastructure. Think of it like building 1 million brand new sports cars. Eventually, you're going to run out of paved roads. AI data centers require an astronomical amount of electricity, and they generate huge amounts of heat. In any gold rush, the smart money always moves toward the infrastructure, not just the flashy product itself.
So stop just looking at the companies writing the code and start looking at the companies actually powering the physical machines. We're talking about plays like upgrading the aging United States power grid, or looking into the companies building advanced liquid cooling systems to literally stop these server farms from melting down. Utility companies securing nuclear and renewable energy contracts are absolutely essential right now just to keep the AI lights on. That is where the smart money is quietly positioning itself for massive long-term compound growth.
Which brings us nicely to Section 5, the active deployer mindset. This is your action plan.
We've covered the tools and the targets, but honestly, none of it works without a fundamental mental shift. There's this old saying in investing: the people who get generationally rich are not the ones digging for gold. It is the ones selling the picks, the shovels, and the denim jeans. This completely reinforces our core thesis today. If you want to achieve true financial freedom, you have to look right past those obvious, headline-grabbing tech phenomenons. Focus on the fundamental infrastructure and the practical, boring, everyday applications of the technology.
The AI wealth divide is already here, guys, and it's widening every single day. But you have a choice. You don't need to be some genius software engineer to participate in this. You just need to shift your mindset from being a passive consumer, someone who just endlessly scrolls and watches, to an active deployer of technology. Use AI to analyze your investments better than the guy sitting next to you. Use AI to build automated businesses that literally pay you while you sleep. And strategically position your capital in the physical infrastructure that the future absolutely requires.
So I'll leave you with this final thought. Will you be a passive consumer or an active deployer? It's time to stop playing the old game. Embrace this new reality. Take full control of your financial psychology, leverage these incredibly accessible tools, and start building the long-term generational wealth that you deserve. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Be sure to subscribe to Zak Invest, and I will see you in the next one.